your pastor. Repent. I serve God in real life, not just on the internet. I'm out here, I'm in the streets, I'm a lion, no fear. Like I said it before, when I'ma say it again, a lot of y'all heroes fake. Spiritual warrior and you scared. It's a warrior and you ain't got no faith.
All praise, glory, and honor to the Father and the Son. How y'all doing, Israel? Hope all is well. Hope all is good. Here today with a lesson today. So, which everybody know, I've been talking about them about 12 hours day and 12 hours a night. Because see, a lot of our people today, they don't like correction, they don't like change. So Father put it on me today to bring out this lesson. Father and Son, Holy Angels, bring out this lesson today. You know, not going to be long. We're going to get straight to the point with this lesson. Because our people say they are Jews, say they are Israelites. They're what they say now. But they do the things of the Jewish people. We're going to let this book talk, because the book don't lie. Men lie, women lie, but the word of the Father and Son don't lie. You got man-made up doctrine, it lie, but the Father and Son doctrine don't lie. Because you got to have both to get the real understanding of this book right here. And we all come into the knowledge of this book. We thank the Father for allowing us that truly love him and really want to get to know him. And, you know, because I say it like that because our people have this thing called pride issue. I see it all the time. You know, we all once upon a time was upon that situation when we were living out there in this world. But now we're in this truth. We should be able to listen to our brother, to our sister, to another king, queen, to our people that we say we love, that we conversate with, we enjoy talking to about this word, living it, doing it. You know, Father said many times, don't do your work in vain in this book. Because you're going to be judged for what you do and what you teach and what you bring out of this book. You shall be judged. Make sure you're on the right side, not the left side of the judgment. You know, and we don't know that, but we gonna teach this book the way the book say teach. The way the book said bring it out. See, the problem with our people I see today, so many of them, they so, I ain't gonna even say into themselves. I'm gonna say into the doctrine they been taught, they saw, instead of getting in this book to understand it like they should. You know, think about this. You know, the Father and the Son have lots of patience with us. Lots of patience with us. And we in this fleshly body, not trying to be and live of the flesh, but we do have to go through things in this fleshly body. But by me saying that is, if our people say they love the Father and the Son, you got to love them in what? Truth and spirit. And what the word is, the word tell you. It tell you in John chapter 1, if I'm not mistaken. In John chapter 1, it tell you what it is. Matter of fact, let me just go look and see, because I do not want to just be saying it. Just let me go look and see. And I'm definitely, you know, Lord willing, if I see it there, we're going to talk about it. You know, before we get into this lesson of the Lord, you know, him and his son. Because, you know, our people even have a hard time believing it. You know, they so full of man-made doctrine, you know. The man-made doctor is killing our people, you know. I'm just going to keep it 100, killing our people, destroying their minds. It just don't even make sense, you know what I'm saying, that our people don't want to hear the truth no more. They do not want to hear the truth no more. You know, and it's sad. So we're going to read it. John chapter 1, verse 14. And we're going to read this. Matter of fact, we're going to read verses 13 and 14. Which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. But of God. Let that soak in, non-believers. The unbelievers, you know. Let it soak in, you know, because that's what the book said. I didn't say it, I'm reading right the book, but let's keep reading. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. And we got other verses in here, what I just said, but I just wanted to read that, you know, of the Father, of God, you know, because our people have a hard understanding with that also, that, you know, that the Son didn't come from no man, came from above. We say all good things come from above. Where the Son came from above. So let's get into this, Israel. Let's get into this. Believe the word of God and not Jewish traditions. And we're going to talk about the Sabbath. We're going to get straight to the point. We're going to talk about the Sabbath. Because I just see our people, they don't want to get that. And we know some going to get in, some ain't going to get in. Some going to do what they want to do. But what the book say? Do the Father care about your opinions? No, he don't. Not at all. He care about what he commanded us, what he ordained us to do, what he told us to obey, the ordinance of the covenant. And I talk about the Sabbath so much because I myself was doing it wrong at one time. But when you learn to humble yourself to this word, not to no man, not to no woman, to this word, and get understanding of it, it'll change you for the better, change you for the righteous, to teach your other people. Some gonna get it, some not gonna get it. Some can see it and not gonna agree with it because they just want to keep doing the tradition of the Jewish. But I'm gonna call it like it is. They doing the tradition of Jewish people. Period. The same people they don't like. The same people that they hate. But they doing their tradition. And let that make some sense, folks, if y'all understand me. I ain't talking to the ones that know. I'm talking to the ones don't want to know. Don't want to receive this book. Don't want to receive the word. But let's start out in Colossians 2 and 8. Because these verses, you know, a lot of people, I ain't going to even say take them out of context. But they don't understand this book was written to who? Who it was written to Israel. So who it talking about? Israel. How hard-headed they ass is. And still is today. Ain't never seen so many people that say they know this truth and they live in it, but can't change their mindset. They come out this book. This book do what? Renew the mind. How many of our people mind want to get renewed? How many they gonna humble to the word, not to no man, not to no woman, gonna humble to this book? Your life depend on it. Your everlasting life depend on it. Let's read, family. Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy In vain deceit, after the tradition of who? Man. Back then, we know the Pharisees and Sadducees, still the same thing. I just named a few other different names they are called today, like Jewish. But our people say they don't mess with those people, but they doing their traditions. But let's keep reading. After the rudiments of the world. What the Jewish people? They doing what they doing what they fathers of this world doing. But let's keep reading. And not after who? Christ. Because if you tell me you doing it after Christ, the Sabbath from Friday evening to Saturday evening, you doing the custom of the world, the Jewish. Ain't no in between in this. Don't say you don't know. It's in the book. All you gotta do is humble yourself to get this understanding. Like we all had too. Don't be ashamed of what was wrong. What we all have done wrong. Now the Father has enlightened us to do it right. Be man and woman enough to tell your people the truth. Your soul depend on if you a shepherd, as you say you is, evangelist, whatever you say you is, prophet, teacher, preacher. If you can't humble yourself to this word, who are you not to humble to this word? Matter of fact, who are you not to humble to this word? See, I get aggravated at our people sometimes. See, a lot of people ain't gonna want to hear this message because it got something to do with change. See, our people, hard-headed ass Israelites, they don't like to change. They're just gonna keep it 1,000. They don't like to change. See, they roll with the people on one side. Then they go back and roll with the people on the other side. We call that a hypocrite. Roll with the book right. Because ain't no cliques gonna be up there with you, sitting down when you get judged. Gonna be you. You all by yourself. All by yourself. So you down here still damn pleasing man. Still pleasing man. Still pleasing the Father and the Son. But them are our people. That's what they do. You know, the more I read these scriptures, the more I can understand how Israel really are, how our ancestors was, how we were that was living out there, and some living in the truth life. So, you know, got to be willing to change your mind. You got to be willing to give it all up for the Father and Son. Got to be willing to put your life on the line for him, his sake, his son's sake, his people. Even though we know a Hebrew ain't gonna listen. Yeah, I'm country. I'm from Camden, Mississippi. So a lot of y'all probably don't know nothing about that. But I'm a country guy. You know, a country Israelite, I should say. So, we gonna keep going, Israel. Let's get more into this lesson, because I'm trying not to hold y'all long, but no, I'm gonna say what needs to be said today. You know, some feelings gonna get hurt that don't believe the book. And I don't care less about your feelings at all. Because, see, that's the problem with Israel. See, Israel blending too much in with this world. Oh, don't say this. Oh, you gonna hurt their heart. Sound like Billy and Sarah right now. We ain't got time for that. It be us. It be the people of this book. Let's do what the book say do, not what no man say do. Read this book and see how the Father had to get on our tail. And still getting on our tail right now in the wilderness that we are in. Because our people refuse to do what? Listen. Not all of them, but majority of them refuse to listen. Think about the remedy Let's talk about that real quick before we get into this lesson. Let's talk about this. I don't want to go through the scriptures. When you get on your own free time, go through them and just check it out. Think about the remnant of people the Father just dismayed, just went ballistic on. Think about it. Think about this. Old net. But think about this. Noah was 8 by the flood. Think about it. Think about, the things that our people, they hard-headed self when they didn't want to listen, and see how the Father didn't play around. In the wilderness, how many survived? It was 1 or 2. Pay attention now. When you disobey the Father, and when they came out of Egypt, had them around there 40 years and killed every last one of them that disobeyed. Y'all think about that now. And this time, it's gonna be the last time. He gonna gather up his remnant from all 4 corners. And the ones don't wanna live right by this book, he gonna do away with them. Don't be a part of that. I'm doing my best not to be a part of that. I'm praying and hoping and asking God for y'all not to be a part of that remnant either as me. Because we don't know. But we're going to live this word. We're going to live this book. We're going to do this book. I can promise you that if I know you, it's time for us to hold each other accountable to this word and live it. And live this book. Some people, they going to complain. Because Israel, one thing they can do, they can grumble. They can grumble. Yes, they can mumble, grumble. Hell, you get a chance, read Exodus 16. I'm going to bring that out later on. But y'all read it. And just listen to how our people is. Then you can go over into Numbers 11. Read that too. Numbers 11. Go along with Exodus 16. Go read that. Our people was something serious, and they got a chance to see a lot of things that we want to see. That we imagine this mind of seeing of the Father and the Son. Imagine just seeing the Son, because you got to go through the Son to even get to the Father. So let's imagine we ain't get a chance to see nothing in these eyes. But how many want it? You got to give up something to get that. Got to give up something, Israel. But let's get into it. We're gonna read Titus chapter 1 and verse 14. Let's get into it. Not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of who? Man that turn from what? The truth. Read that one more time. Read real slow. Get some understanding. We're going to talk about the Sabbath. This is what we're talking about today. Not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of who? Man that turn from the truth. Y'all hear that, Israel? See, y'all think about that verse. Let it soak in. Meditate on that verse. Where he say day and night. He didn't say just day and night. Meditate on the scriptures. Meditate. Think about that right there. That says a whole lot right there. He even put it in his book. Already put it in his book because he know how it was going to roll. He know at the end that all this information coming out like it's coming out now. But how many are people willing to change? We're going to get into some Israel. Israel, we will be talking about the Sabbath, which is the 7th day. But let's see how Jewish people do it. And we're going to see how some of our people still do it like the Jewish people. Let's read this. I got this off the net, internet last night. What did it say? Let's read. Can I read something to you, family? Can I just read this to you? Because I want our people to get this, Jewish Sabbath day. Shabbat is the Jewish day of rest. The Shabbat happened each week from sunset on Friday to sunset on Saturday. I know y'all heard that. Ain't gonna repeat that, keep going. During Shabbat, Jewish people remember the story of creation from what? The Torah, where God created the world in 6 days and rested on the 7th day. Now y'all think about how crafty that was, that end part was. So you got to start putting these people on blast. And I mean, these people out here giving out false information. And see, our people doing the traditions of man, not the tradition of the Bible, not the tradition of the Most High and His Son. They not doing their tradition. They doing their own thing of some people they say they don't like. Now let's listen to the end of it. Different Jewish people. Y'all just let's listen to this, cause see, this is why it's so important to do the Sabbath right. Different Jewish people celebrate the Shabbat in different ways. Y'all tell me in this word, where do you see that? Huh? Do you even see a celebration about the Sabbath or the Shabbat, the one you wanted to call, either which one you want to call it? I can't read no celebration. It was what it is. It still is to this day. The day of rest, ain't it? The day of rest. The day of rest. See, our people mind got to get back right. 12 hours in the day, 12 hours in the night. They don't change. See, our people they got these customs, the philosophy of man. They better watch themselves with that. But let's keep reading Israel. Let's get into it. What is the first thing wrong with this Israel? We already know it's the sunset from Friday evening to Saturday. We know that was wrong with it. See, our people don't want to change, and they steady continue to do it this way. I'm going to keep talking about this subject. Show live. Till the Father tell me to move on. I'm keep talking about it. So, Israel, with that said, let's read a little bit. Let's go to Genesis 1. Genesis 1. Let's ease into Genesis 1. Genesis 1. Let's go back to the beginning. Ain't nothing like the beginning of this book. See, a lot of people, they so deep into all these other books and stuff, but they can't even understand this book right here. The Father told He gonna simplify it for us. All we gotta do is humble ourselves, get in the Word, repent. What we got to do, Israel. But let's read Genesis 1. Let's read 14 through 18 verse. 14 through 18 verse. Let's read. And then you got some people say ain't even. I got to laugh at it because y'all understand sometimes some of these people, they just, y'all know Israel. I ain't got to go through all that. I heard a young lady, I would not call the young lady name. She said, "And no such thing, 12 hours in a day." And I politely told her, I said, please go pick your book up and read. Go to John 11, verse 9. Please go to it and see. This is what he said. But see, talking about the camp, I'm just going to keep 1,000. These damn camps teaching tradition of man. Pharisees, Sadducees, they just like these Jewish people. Teaching their customs. And I don't care who don't like it. You can get on the channel, say what you want to say. Email me. If you want my phone number, I can get it to you too. And we can talk. See, that's the problem with our people. They don't know how to talk to one another. Even though you might disagree with what the book say, because I'm just reading what the book say. You know, I have no madness at you. Because I'm just trying to give you what the book say. Show that love. But see, our people, it tell you in the Bible all the time, they killed all the apostles. They killed everybody that did right for the Father and brought the Father's word out. So what y'all think is we going to go through anything different? Not at all. We're going to go through the same thing. You got to have that spirit right. Got to have your mind right. Got to have that heart right. Because them days coming, they right around the corner. They right around the corner. But let's get to reading. Verse 14. As it go, thus said the word. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day. See, the day from what? The night. The day from the night. Because if it's just going to be days, you'd say day, you wouldn't say nothing about night. See, I wish our people would get that common sense in their head. And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. Days and years. But let's keep going. And let them be for lights in the firmament of heaven to give light upon what? The earth. And it was so. And God made two great lights. Because he made it very plain and simple right here. The greater light to rule what? The day. And the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. See, he's showing you night and day. Had a great light to rule the day, lesser light to rule the night. But let's keep going. And God set them in the firmament of the heavens to give light upon what? The earth. And to rule over what? The day and over what? The night. That's simple. You can't get no simple this right here. Keep going. And divided the lights. Divided the light from the darkness. And God saw it was good. And let's read the next verse. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. Do evening have light? And do morning have light? And when you combine both of them together, it give you what? A day. A day. Now think about that. And let me say this, by the way. And something else, I like to talk to you smart people. Cause you damn smart people, so y'all trip me out. And I'm letting y'all have it today. Been pretty easy, laid back, been chilling, But see, like the Father said, it's a time for everything. It's a time for me to let you know what the book say. What the book say, not what I say, what the book say. Tell you something. Sabbath, day of rest. And just let me, I had to keep it so strong with y'all, Israel, this one. I can't be all nice and pushy-wushy today. None of that gonna go down today. Day of rest. What do your ass do, the majority of us, in the morning to evening? Do. We work. That's a day, ain't it? That's a day. So 6 days you do all your work, but the 7th day is a day of rest. What is that, Israel? A day is what? Morning to evening, or you could say evening to morning. See, the Father put it like this in his book, because he gonna see how many people are gonna catch on to it. Who gonna humble themselves to his word and do their homework and read to get his understanding from above, not your own understanding. See, he didn't make this book hard for us. We make it hard for ourselves when we don't want to harm ourselves and listen and repent and have a new mind to live righteous and not live trying to straddle the fence. Because a lot of our damn people still trying to straddle the damn fence. And that's the problem. That's why things in your life ain't right. Yes, we all gonna go through things. But you refuse to humble yourself to this book, other things gonna happen to you. I'm just gonna keep it down. I can't wait to bring out the testimony, my own testimony, when the time is right. I used to be a hard-headed joker. Learn, even when I got in the truth, mine wasn't always right. But guess what? When the Father get to whooping that ass, guess what? You gonna get it together. Believe it. So I'm doing my best to keep it together. You best believe that. I thank all y'all for them prayers. Them righteous prayers, I thank y'all for them. Because I do the same back in return. Like I always say, nothing but love this way, Israel. But let's keep going. So I want to read something to y'all, Israel, today. And we're gonna see is our people, is they Jewish or they Jew? Because see, we're gonna read some things about the Sadducees and Pharisees. We're about to read some things about this going down. Let's get to it. Israel, let's get into this. What the book say about the traditions. Let's and I'm gonna read it like this for a reason. We're gonna go to Mark chapter 7. And we're gonna read it like this for a reason. Like I said, this is not gonna be too long. I'm about to wrap this up. A couple of places to go and we're gonna be done. I said, cause I'm not gonna make no super long lesson about the Sabbath when it's simple in this book the way he told us. Mark chapter 7. And let's read verses 1 through 9 starting off. They came together unto him the Pharisees and certain of the scribes, which came from where? Jerusalem. And when they saw some of his disciples eat bread with the fowl, they is to say, that is to say, with unwashed hands, they found foul. Let's keep reading. For the Pharisees and all the Jews, except they wash their hands off, eat not, holding the traditions of the elders. See, right there, elders. Our people hold tradition of Jewish, the way they keep the Sabbath. Ain't no difference. Let's keep reading. Hands off, not holding the tradition of the elders. And when they came from the market, except they wash, they eat not. And many other things there be, which they have received to hold, as the washing of cups and pots and brass vessels, and of tables, Then the Pharisees and the scribes asked him, Why walk not? Why walk not thy disciples according to what? The traditions of the elders, but eat bread with unwashed hands. See, all they cared about doing what their law was. What their law was, Israel. And that's what our people doing today. Let's keep going. He answered and said unto them, Well had Isaiah the prophet, prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written, This people honor me with their lips. And we see that a whole lot, with their lips, but their heart is far from me. We see that a whole lot in Israel. They honor him with their mouth, them lips, but their heart is far away from this word. Far away from it. Because if it wasn't, they'll read this book and get understanding. They'll read it back over and get understanding. Harden not your heart. Keep reading. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for the doctrines, the commandments of who? Man. Commandments of man. What is the Sabbath? Give me 1 minute. We're going to read that real quick. We're going to stop right there at verse 8 for a minute. And we just want to see what the Sabbath is, because see, the book don't lie. It said commandment. So let's go right to Exodus chapter 20. Exodus 20, chapter 20. And let's read what it says, what it is. Since our people, want to do it the way they want to do it. And let's go down here. In verse 8, it says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it what? Holy. To keep that day holy, Israel. Say the day, and say night, it says Sabbath day. And as y'all keep reading, y'all see what you shall and you shall not do. You already know it. So I ain't got to read all that. But let's go back to it, because see, that's what the Father said and the Son. Not what no damn man said. Because see, that's the problem I see right now. Man. Always about the man. Nothing about the Father and the Son, all about man. Sad, but so true. Sad, but so true. But let's get back into it. We at verse 8. And see, this is what our people doing right here. For laying aside the commandments of God, ye hold the traditions of man, as the washing of the pots and cups, and many other such like things ye do. Y'all think about it. How some of our people do the feast days. They don't do them the way the Father and Son say do them. They do their own traditions of man. Just keep going. Just putting out there today. I don't care who like and who don't like. But let's keep going. And he said unto them, full well ye reject the commandments of who? God, that ye may keep your own traditions. What is they doing? Keeping their own traditions. The feast of dedication. Where you see it at? Did the Father and Son make that? No. More man-made stuff by Israel that time. But let's keep going. For Moses said, honor thy father and thy mother, and whosoever curse father or mother, let him die the death. But ye say, if a man shall say to his father or mother, it is combine that is not to say a gift by whatsoever thou mightest be profaned by me, profited by me, provided profit by me, he shall be freed. And I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go all the way to 23, Israel. Bear with me. I'm going all the way to 23. Okay. And ye suffer him no more to do aught for his father or his mother. So let's keep reading, because this way really about to get interesting there, family. Making the word of God of none effective through your traditions which ye have delivered, and many such like things do ye. You see how the son cutting them up with this book, cutting them up with this word, getting them some understanding. Let's keep going. And when he had called all the people unto him, he said unto them, hearken unto me, every one of you, and understand there is nothing from without a man that enter into him can defile him, but the things which come out of him, those are they that defile the man. Because they come out of here, that mind, that filthy heart. Let's keep going. If any man have ears to hear, what do he say? Let them hear. Let them hear. And when he was to enter into the house from the people, his disciple asked him concerning the parable. I just like how the son did his thing. You know, how he just let them know, you know. And he said unto them, are ye without understanding also? Do ye not perceive that whatsoever thing from without enter into the man, it cannot defile him. See, it's our people, you know. But let's keep reading. Because it entered not into his heart. It entered not into his heart, his mind. Let's keep going now. Because what knowledge enter into? Wisdom, understand, enter into where? Right here. Right between the eyes, right between the ears. That's where it enter in. Enter right there. The Father talked to us of him. Right up him. Not in our stomach. He talked to us of him. All right. Because they enter not into his heart, but into the belly, and goeth out into the throat. Purge all meats. And he said that which come out of the man, that defile the man, far from within out of the heart of man. Once again, come right out of that filthy mind, that heart of man, proceed evil thoughts, adultery, fornication, murder, thieves, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lavishness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride. Because that's what's going on right now. Y'all know pride, what they call Pride Month. And these are some of our people just pride right along with them. But we ain't talking about that type of pride along with them. But you know, pride about this book, thinking they know something and don't know nothing. Let the book humble you and do what the Lord say do, not what you want to say do. Pride, foolishness, all these evil things come from what? Within, and defile the man. See? They just like way the Jewish keep the Sabbath. Our people still keeping the Sabbath the same way. What they coming out of their mind? They ain't coming out this book. Ain't coming out this book. So let's read a few more passages, real. I'm trying to wrap this thing up. Let's go to Matthew chapter 15. Matthew chapter 15. Man, we're gonna read a few out of there. Get more understanding. Because see, our people, they not understanding they doing a custom of Jewish. Let's keep going. Then came to Jesus scribes and Pharisees, which were of Jerusalem, saying, Why do thy disciple transgress the tradition of the elders? See, always about a damn man. Let's keep going. For they wash not their hands when they eat bread. See, it's just like they doing about, I don't even like to say the word pope, but you know that dude over there. But he answered and said unto them, Why do ye also, like how the sun just slapped them upside their face then. Just beautiful. Transgress the commandments of God by your tradition, by man tradition. See, that's why our people got to stop going against the book, what the Father and Son say what is the Sabbath. Need to stop going against that commandment for these Jewish people tradition, which is their commandment. But let's drop down here, Israel, and let's read verses 7 through 20. Ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah, the prophet of you, saying, These people draw nigh unto me with their mouth, and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. That's how it is right now. They say they keeping the Sabbath with their mouth and out of their heart, out of their mouth, but they not drawing out to the Father if they don't go back and read this book and be able to be corrected. But let's keep going. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandment of man. That's just how it is. I ain't sugarcoat none of that. That's how it is. What they doing? They keeping the doctrine of man, but the Jewish people, not of the Father and the Son word. And he called the multitude and said unto them, Hear and understand. That's how you gonna hear and understand if you don't read the book and listen to what the book got to say. Caught up in their way. Not that which goeth into the mouth defile a man, but that which come out of the mouth, this defile a man. We need to stop. I ain't gonna say we. I'm gonna say they need to stop defiling the Father and Son Sabbath day. Do it right, Israel. Then came his disciples and said unto him, Knowest thou that the Pharisees were offended after they heard this saying? See, they going this word with some of our people, it offend them. They get mad at you. They don't even want to talk to you, which I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm just doing the Father will, doing his word. Hey, if you can't take what the book say, at the end of the day, hey, the Father seen it was time for us to move on. But this the book. Let the book tell the truth, and every man be a liar. But let's keep going. But he answered and said, Every plant which my heavenly Father, which my heavenly Father have not planted shall be rooted up. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. And you know what that ditch is? That's hell. You know, getting around it. So, it come a time you gotta let it be. Right now, the Father got me on it, but it gonna come a time I'm gonna be done talking about this subject. So, the ones who have eyes to see, ears to hear, with mind to understand this word of the Father and Son, not what I say, because what I say don't mean nothing. It's what the book say. But let's keep going. Then answered Peter and said unto him, declare unto us this parable. And Jesus said, are ye also yet without understanding? He kept telling his disciples, do y'all understand what I'm saying? Do y'all get what I'm saying? What defile a man? Not what goes into his stomach, what goes into his heart, his mind up there, and come out that mouth. Not what come out the drop, but what come out that mouth, out from that mind. See, that was basic understanding he was trying to get them to see. I just like with this Sabbath, it's basic understanding. But you just got to see it when the Father show it to you in the Word. He don't show everybody, but you humble yourself, he'll show you. But let's keep going. Do not ye yet understand that whatsoever enter and at the mouth goeth into the belly, and is cast out into the draught? But those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile the man. For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts, murder, adultery, fornication, theft, false witness, blasphemy. They are the things which defile a man, but to eat with unwashed hands defile not a man. So, get this understanding, Israel. Don't let no man come teaching you something that was not in this book. Believe the book. And Israel, we're going to end this out of 1 Corinthians chapter 11. Chapter 11, we're going to end this out of 1 Corinthians chapter 11. And we're going to let the book talk, and I'm going to be done, because this is who you let teach you. This what you let show you as a man teaching this word, bringing out this word, showing you of Israel, showing you this. This what you let teach you. You know what I'm saying? Not no man that don't understand this book. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand this book, understand the word. And the only way you can understand this word is you taking the time out your so-called busy life and giving it to the Father to get this done, get it done right as a collective of family. Because it take a family to get understanding this book. It takes each and every one of us in this book that love the Father and the Son, his people, and serve the Father and the Son, his people, to get this understanding and give it out. Don't be like them folks that they held on to it and buried it. We don't want to bury the truth. We want to give it out. Put aside their damn feelings. They'll be just fine. If not, hey, that's their problem. Because at the end of the day, let this book tell you the truth that come through his people, that bringing out this word for the Father and the Son and his people. Got to put away them feelings. But let's read it. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1 and 2. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinance, and I as I delivered them to you. Israel, with that said, all praise, glory, and honor to the Father and Son. Nothing but love this way, Israel. Peace and blessing, Israel. And always love, Israel. I love y'all. I hope y'all got something out of this. Believe the word of God and not Jewish tradition, Israel. I love y'all. Y'all be safe. If the Lord willing, I'll be back soon with another lesson from the Father and Son as angels from above. Love y'all, Israel. Shalom.
Yeah. Back to work. Woo. I'm about to go to work, 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 work. No sleep. 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 See, that's the problem with the nation, they don't wanna work. That finessing got my present buried in the dirt. How much more you gotta see before you make a move? Oversleep and get you fired, don't you hit the snooze. Sticking to the code, all I know is order. Rolling with the script like a news reporter. If you knew the lingo, you would know the skills. Soul like a waiter, keep a lot of tilts. Serpent in the mist, do a lot of flips. Men in these dresses got the mental kill. Tower about to tilt, tumble down. We about to lead, that's why we jumping round. Never understood you about to come around. I ain't nothing like the clowns, I don't dumb it down. Well, I'm something like a roof will bring the gut around. If we betting on the Father, I'ma double down. Work, 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 work. No sleep. Work, 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 work. No sleep. Work, 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 work. No sleep. Work, 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 work. No sleep.
Long live the King of Israel. New level, new devil.